Well, hi again. It's me again, and answering some more of these questions which you've been kind enough to send in. It's I do appreciate you taking the trouble to ask me these. And one of the questions is this: what is next for Dave in terms of music? Well, it's March 2019 as I speak, and next for me is getting the 7 album out, and then at some point after that, I want to get an album out called Heritage, which is some stuff which I've got from way back in the 60s, things where I was involved with other people like Carl Wayne and Magnum and stuff like that. So I'm going to be getting some of that out after the 7 album. And then I guess the important thing coming up is the Earthrise Orchestral Concert, which this November we're due to do a concert at the Birmingham Conservatoire with an orchestra, and the orchestra are going to be playing all the parts to Earthrise. Let me just shove this camera over me. So that'll be a real challenge, and looking forward to that. I've worked with string players before, and it's always a great experience to work with professionals. It's a very humbling and challenging at the same time to work with them. But there we go. That's the Birmingham Conservatoire in November of this year. There's an orchestral concert of Earthrise planned. Here's another question: which other musicians do you admire the most? And you know, I guess when I think about this, I tend to think of people I know, and I guess you probably wouldn't know them, but I'll give you the names of folk who come to mind for me. Trevor Burton, some of you may know him, and a guy named Jim Cleary, who's no longer with us. I did a couple of his songs on an album called Reel 2, and both of them had such a spirited way of coming at their music. I really admire both of them for what they did. But people you might know of who I admire are Jeff Lynne, and I admire him for his dedication to his vision to entertain people. He just he's always wanted to just simply entertain people, to do the most entertaining music he could do, and he's done that with he's done it really well with his group ELO. The other person I'd have to mention would be Tony Clarkin. In a similar way, he had a vision for heavy metal music. I was in his band when he started that, and heavy metal wasn't really my scene, and so I didn't stick around too long. But you know what? He stayed true to that, dedicated to that vision he had for heavy metal music, and he's doing really good at it. I've just been working with him recently on a song of mine, which is going to be on the 7 album. So that's a song called The Gates of Eternity, and I think when you hear it, you'll hear Tony's input to that. And while I'm on this subject, I've got to mention Richard Tandy. I've just mentioned a couple of people who for their dedication to their vision, but you know, Richard, I've got to mention him for his dedication to supporting other people's visions for music. He supported Jeff through all the years of ELO, right from the start of ELO, right up to the recently, and he supported me with my music, and so I know him as a really reliable and supportive guy who really puts everything into supporting what he's doing with music. So yes, those are the guys I admire. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.